It's 11. I have to stop for today. I did quite a bit. The beach area is coming together. Welcome to a new video with our home in the forest. This looks a bit different. We were so lucky to shoot some footage with a drone. We cleaned our river beach area to finally use it for swimming, fishing, going with a kayak. It was quite overgrown. You will see it in this video, and at the end you will see some rare family footage that our friends filmed with a drone. Enjoy the video. After some storms, luckily the deadline for cleaning the lands was postponed by the Portuguese government, so we had still some more time to clear our land. As you might know, if you are following along already for some time, we have been very busy building our bungalow and the outhouse. I will link the playlist for you in case you haven't seen that yet. So make sure to watch this after that video here. So some other tasks were not the first priority, but we had to make it a priority. The tree you see here was fallen in a storm, and this beach area, we really want to make it nice for ourselves and for guests for our touristic project. And as you can see, as a plus, there is some firewood for the next winter. So it's always a win-win, even though it's really hard work to clean cuttings. Here you see a tiny oak tree, and this is our concept in clearing the forest for the future. Clearing in the sense of freeing it from mimosa trees step by step. So instead of taking down all invasive trees or all trees that are burning very fast and furious, whenever we have the chance, we take out a mimosa tree and let natural sproutings of, for example, oak trees that are more fire resistant grow naturally. So this baby there can grow now because it is not shaded out anymore. I have been reading about oak trees, so they produce these little seedlings, and the seedlings can remain in that state for quite a long time, and then they are waiting for another tree to die, so they receive sunlight and then they shoot up. there a wet one? Picking up the firewood is quite a difficult and hard job. We are filling up the truck and bring all the firewood to our little storage unit.
This I will chop. I'll put here on the side. Chop, then you can. I mean, these ones can go. But these ones can go here.
It's more comfortable if they're honest. Why does it sound so metallic? In the beginning of May, we were still allowed to make a clearance fire. So all these cuttings from the mimosa tree that has been fallen, from the big olive trees, all these cuttings that we still had from clearing the land, we burned them. We did not know that this would be our last chance to burn because we had some more cuttings from getting the big mimosa and eucalyptus tree down. I'm not sure if you saw that video, but if you haven't, make sure you watch it. We have been cutting two trees that were too close to our house. But we found another solution to get rid of the cuttings. Stay tuned, I will also show it in a minute. We continued our mission of cleaning the river beach area by cutting the grass. And after that, we set ourselves the very big mission of cleaning the river, at least the part in front of our property. There have been so many trees fallen into the water over the last years that, of course, nobody had the strength or patience to clean. But it made it impossible to use that part of the beach area for swimming or even fishing because the fishing lines would always get stuck in these branches. So for a couple of days, Misha went down to the river every morning, even before me and the kids would be woken up, to clear the water. Also, it became quite hot during the day already, so it was the best to work really early. This tree that comes here with its entire root system, as you can see, gave us a big headache. It wouldn't come out with the truck, so we had to call a friend with a tractor to help us remove this massive tree from the water. For the kids, this was, of course, a big adventure. They were so excited to have a tractor.
Vincent always near the kids.
As we don't own any. And here is the massive root. As we like to repurpose, the idea here is a little art project. So this will become a bench. Now it was time to collect the grass and rebuild this little stone wall. And Misha also decided to integrate stairs so it would be easier to access the beach at that part of the land. So he's reshaping that part, trying out the stairs, looking for stones laying around to create a path with a tiny stair. And then, as I told you, here our solution for, well, the necessity to get rid of our wood cuttings, but not being able to make any more fires. We were quite surprised by this, but at the same time, we also wanted to clean that area, of course, for fire safety, but as well as aesthetics, of course. We are trying to make a successful touristic business, so aesthetics is also a big part of it. We got this wood chipper from our friend. Luckily, we are so grateful because even if we will not use the wood chips this year in our garden, the pile is so much smaller than a pile of branches, of course, so it looks much better. And the chances of having dry branches in a pile lying around are not great for fire risk either. This machine worked pretty nicely, and for us it is totally fine that it wouldn't fit much thicker branches, so don't be wondering why I stuff it only with such tiny branches. But everything that was bigger would be firewood, as you see Misha cutting in the background. Due to the very high fire risk in our region, we could also only do this task until 11 a.m. And yeah, so we had to take a little dip after this very tiring and sweaty work in our river.
Yeah, I think it will start floating and swim away. Maybe that's the best solution. Oh, 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 my body is so hot and oh. Yeah, but this can only be a hobby. We have so much else to clean at the beer.
And there we are at day 2 of using the wood chipper to get rid of our last branches. Well, we could always have more branches, but the branches that are lying around here and cluttering our beach. Today I'm doing this job alone. Misha is going to Lisbon, and I am hoping I don't stop it by mistake, because then I would need to open it, and that would have been a disaster for me.
The beach area is coming together. We can already enjoy it, but it will be even nicer. The idea is maybe to put here another sitting area to make picnics or just to enjoy here. It's nice and shady down here. And during summer, this is very needed. It is already extremely hot. Why do I need to stop now? It is 11 Until 11 in summer, we are allowed to use heavy equipment, machinery with blades or any kind of metal blades. Also the chainsaw, cutting the grass, anything that could cause fire is prohibited after 11. So this is good for me now. And today, I think I will take a dip now in the river. I'm so sweaty. What I will do, I will probably fill the hot tub, cold tub, to have a dip today because it is incredibly hot. I had to call Misha, he's not here, to find the switch how to turn on the water. Now we can fill the pool. I will just quickly wipe it here from leaves and dust.
And now, as promised, as the finishing touches of this video, we will enjoy some videos of a morning that we spent with the kids at our new beach with fishing, kayaking, in a hammock. There are now so many ways we can enjoy this area.